I'm ready to swear with the Quran. ASU gives the federal government 35-day ultimatum on lingering crisis. Jonathan Obi advocate strong institution as Tinubu leads Independence Day celebration in Abuja. And finally, PDP not one-man enterprise. Governors reply Wike's ally. Front page of The Guardian today.
We'll move to the Premium Times paper. The first story here, Iran attacks Israel with missiles, and away from that, terrorist Turji gives conditions for peace in Zamfara, says governor minister behind politicizing insecurity. Independence anniversary, what Tinubu said about economy, security, youth. You'll find all of that, the full text on the Premium Times paper. Some more stories here. Fubara foresees new political structure in Rivers after local elections. Hoodlums raise ex-senators' residence, University Students Center. Hashtag end bad governance. Ondo residents defy police warning. Protest in Akure. MBA offers free legal services for protesters, warns security agents against rights abuses. Protest, Amnesty International demands release of activists detained in Kano. Akpabio's aide calls for credible local elections in 𝐂𝐈𝐒. We implement financial autonomy of local governments. Tinubu bill to reduce tax burden will be transmitted to NAS soon. And that's the much to take from the Premium Times.
All right, let's go to the Daily Post this morning. Benue PDP crisis. Nobody has right to disband G14. That's Samuel Otom. God told me not to contest election in 2027. That's Otom again. That's a writer to that story, actually. Benue panic as suspected cholera outbreak kills 11 in 4 days. Others critically ill. Independence Day. Police tear gas at protesters in Abuja. Independence anniversary. President Tinubu addresses Nigerians. Talks about National Youth Confab. That's another story from the Daily Post today. APC, a gang of zombies. Not a political party, says 𝐔𝐿 Shomi, PDP chieftain. Nigeria at 64. Marketers, refiners upbeat on fuel price drop as Nigerians groan. Petrol price hike. Nigerian parents lament increased hardship as schools resume across the country. That's it from the Daily Post today.
And quickly to this day paper, Tinubu leads Shetima, others in magnificent 64th Independence Anniversary Guards Parade. And we'll also find on this day paper, CDS calls on armed forces to remain patriotic, professional in tackling insecurity. Diri promises 1,000 housing units in 8 local government areas, tackles water supply challenge. Tinubu confers GCON on Akpabio, 𝐾𝐈𝐒 on Jibrin Abbas. Federal government to launch employment program to create 2.5 million jobs. Tinubu announces 30-day youth conference. Some more stories. World Heart Day. Golden. All right, that's just some publicity there. Away from that one, 79th UNJ and Tinubu's rallying global dexterity. We go on our first commercial break of the morning. When we return, it will be time to analyze the stories. Stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Àbẹ́ ò rí nǹkan ẹ̀bùn pàtàkì látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run lọ́mọ jẹ́ fáwọn òbí tómi ọyàn sì jẹ́ ẹ̀bùn Ọlọ́run fáwọn ọmọ. Ó ní gbogbo èròjà aṣaralóore pẹ̀lú omi tọ́mọ rẹ nílò. Fún oṣù 6 àkọ́kọ́ máa fọ́mọ rẹ ní ọyàn nìkan. Rántí o, omi ọyàn nìkan fún oṣù 6 àkọ́kọ́. Ìkéde yìí wá láti àkọ́ṣeṣẹ́ INT'L, iléeṣẹ́ tó ń mójútó ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
nígbà kan rí nílùú Ẹ̀gbá nígbà tó ń jọ pé gbogbo ìrètí ti pé Lísàbí dìde gìjà ọkùnrin jẹ́jẹ́ abìjà kúkú ó gbéná wojú ọ̀tá láti fòpin sí ìwà ọ̀dájú àti ìwà amúnisìn ọlọ́yọ̀ọ́. Lísàbí ìtàn tó ń peni sí ìrántí bí ọkùnrin kan ṣoṣo ṣe fi ìwà akíkanjú rẹ̀ yí ìgbé ayé àwọn èèyàn rẹ̀ padà sí rere.
Ìwọ náà wàá mọ bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Lísàbí tá a ti ń ṣàfihàn rẹ̀ báyìí lórí Netflix pẹ̀lú ìlànà ìsanwó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti $2,000
ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsáàpù.
sókè.
ìwọ ń bẹ̀ yẹn ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ jẹ̀bùn ẹgbẹ̀rún márùn-ún náírà ṣó o wá rí ìwọ tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ọ̀hún ó sì láǹfààní oṣù kan sí i láti darapọ̀ wọ Premier League lórí Showmax kò yọwọ́ náà tó wà lẹ́yìn sílẹ̀ o báwo ni ẹgbẹ̀rún kan náírà káàdì ìpè àti ẹgbẹ̀rún méjì náírà fún ìdínwó lórí uber ṣe máa rí lára ẹ̀ gbogbo eléyìí láṣeéṣe tí o bá ra àpò unwrap àwọn ẹntì náà kí o ṣí i wá kóró náà tó ní kóòdù ní nọ́mbà mẹ́fà lára tẹ kóòdù yìí ránṣẹ́ sí 8-1-1 kó o sì tẹ̀lé àwọn àlàyé tó bá jẹyọ láti jẹ̀bù àǹfààní yìí ṣì wà níwọ̀nba ìgbà tọ́jà yìí bá wà ńlẹ̀ àdéhùn àtàlàyé ń bẹ ṣá o èrè ń bẹ nínú àpò unwrap àwọn ẹntì náà àsìkò tó láti jẹun tó dára.
Dear landed property owner, what if I told you that you could reach out to a radio station to sell your choice of landed properties without paying for adverts? Huh? You must think it's impossible, right? And not just any radio station, a radio station with millions of listeners, so your property can be sold as quickly as possible. Stop doubting Thomas. What's your name again? 32 FM, the laughter station in partnership with Soft Sands Property, is bringing this offer to you. Yes, if you have a house or land in a choice location with appropriate titles and you want it advertised on 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan. For quick sales and without paying a cobble, you can call or send a message to this number 0903 457 5628. Also, you can visit www.softsandsproperty.com to express your interest. Terms and conditions apply. Soft Sands, created to house the world.
It's a new era. The UEFA Champions League is back. The best clubs in Europe clash in the most dramatic fixtures. Watch the UEFA Champions League live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus and stay connected. DSTV, your home of football.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí aláboyún, ó ṣe pàtàkì kí n tọ́jú ara mi kí n sì wà ní ìlera pípé.
Kí ìwọ àtoyún inú ẹ lè wà ní ìlera tó péye. Máa lo oògùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ní áyọ̀nù nínú àti folic acid lójoojúmọ́ lákòókò tó bá lóyún. Eléyìí ń dènà àìtó ẹ̀jẹ̀ nínú oyún, yóò sì jẹ́ kóyún wà lálàáfíà. Fún ìlera pípé, ẹ máa yọjú sí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìlera yín fún ìtọ́jú oyún nígbà tó yẹ.
Ìkéde yìí wá láti àkọ́ṣeṣẹ́ INT'L, iléeṣẹ́ tó ń mójútó ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
Right, thank you for staying with us on the Break It Down Papers Review. It's time for us to analyze the top stories across the dailies this morning. We have Mr. Femi Olukunle with us on the show today. Mr. Femi Olukunle, great to have you. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. Good morning to you. DENIKE, good morning.
Good morning, sir. All right, let's start off with October 1. Yesterday was October 1, and we'll be linking that to two stories which are significant for October 1. The first one is the protest recorded low turnouts nationwide. The hashtag Take It Back movement, hashtag Fearless October protest recorded low turnout in the FCT in other parts of Nigeria as well. I'm not sure there was a single protest here in Ibadan or the entire Oyo state as it seems. And also linking that to the speech about patriotism at the 64th Independence Day parade by the president. I just want you to take your reaction to both. Do you think that do you think that fear has taken over now? It was supposed to be hashtag Fearless October protest. Do you think that it was hashtag Fear October, for instance?
No, I don't think people are fearful, but people are discouraged. There is despair that has set in. People just discover that all the noises that we have been generating, that we have been making, seem to be falling on infertile ground. People who are expected to react positively to the noises that we have been generating, that all is not well with Nigerians, seem not to care. And that is why people are discouraged. So
what about the arrest that happened, the prosecution that happened, some people were able to get bail, some people were not able to get bail? Don't you think that played a part in because I mean, a couple of people, parents would say, don't go out or don't do this, don't do that, because what if they arrest you for protesting?
The youth of today cannot be deterred by what the parents say. That when the parents say don't go out, I don't think that can deter them from going out. But the fact of the matter is that they have discovered that nothing positive has been coming out from all this noises we have been generating and the protests that we have had in the past. So it is a kind of general discouragement, and people seem to have thrown in the towel. And that is to the enjoyment and to the happiness of those who are oppressing us, who are in government that are oppressing us. However, all I just know is that it cannot go forever like that. They must know that it cannot go like that forever. So it's better for those in government to learn from this, to take a cue from this. Because when Mother Eagle sent her child to go and pick food, and the baby eagle mistakenly picked duckling and took it to Mother Eagle. The Mother Eagle asked the baby eagle, when you picked this food, what did its mother do? What was the reaction of the mother? The baby eagle said, the mother was quiet, was just looking at me. Said, we cannot eat this one. This food is cursed. Take it back to the to where you picked it, and look for another one. And then the baby eagle returned the duckling, and while it was hovering all over, it saw a chicken, and then picked the hen's baby, and he took it to its mother. And the mother said, what did the mother say when you picked this one? Said, the mother was shouting, was making noise, was cursing. Yes, this is our food. So the government must know that when people are quiet, it is more dangerous than when they are talking. And sorry, Toba, the other one that you talked about, this patriotism. Nigerians are patriotic. It is the rulers that are not patriotic. Those who steal our money, those who take 29 million every month are not patriotic. Those civil servants who connive with those who steal our money are not patriotic. But downtrodden Nigerians are very, very patriotic, because they've been telling us to tighten up our bet, and we have been doing so. They've been taxing us, and we've been responding to it. So Nigerians are patriotic, but those leaders who live larger than life, who are in luxury while we are in penury, they are the ones that are not patriotic. So it is better that they sermonize to those who are ruling us and who believe that they are in another world while we are in our own world here.
Okay, let's also talk about another aspect of the president's speech. Of course, he made different statements about the economy, about insecurity. The particular one that's been generating reaction is the one about setting up a national youth conference of some sort. He said the modalities and how that would happen will be set out in days to come. What do you make of something like this? He said, it's supposed to be a gathering of young people in the country to hear from them the challenges and prefer solutions to the current issues facing Nigeria.
I see it from two angles. The first angle is that this government is an expert in divide and rule mechanism. So it has made an incursion into the rank of the youths to divide them. So those ones that are going to be privileged to be assembled for a whole 30 days, spending Nigeria's money on them, are going to be used against the rest of them who are not going to be privileged to be among those ones who are going to eat from the table of the king. Now, the second one, I see it as a political maneuver. Youths are in Nigerian population. Youths are more than any other age bracket.
They make up the highest demographic
in the country, and they know that if they have to garner more votes, they have to appeal to the sensibility of the youths. So they just want to do something that will douse the tension in order to have more of them in their nets. So that is it. And aside from that, I see it as a wastage coming. They just want to waste our money, because everything that addresses the youth and their future is in 2014 confab. Everything that talks about the working class is in that confab. Everything that talks about the retirees, everything that talks about every geopolitical zone, they are enshrined in a 2014 confab. So what President Tinubu should just do is just to take that confab report, dust it, open it, study it scrupulously, and implement it. We don't need to waste money again by assembling some youths and then spoiling them with a luxury. And then you say they are going to give us a template through which you are going to rule them. You don't even need that. They don't need it.
The National Bureau of Statistics stated that Nigeria recorded a reduction in petrol importation following the removal of fuel subsidy by President Bola Tinubu in May 2023. So the fuel imports reduced to 20.30 billion litres from 23.54 billion litres recorded in 2022. So I just want to ask, what do you think this speaks to? Do you think it speaks to the fact that when we're on the fuel subsidy subscription, we were importing more than we needed, or it speaks now to the purchasing power of the people that they can no longer afford to purchase the amount of liters that they were purchasing before? And also, I want you to link that to the Port Harcourt refinery situation. It's the 7th time now that the Port Harcourt refinery has missed its deadline. What would you say as regarding the NNPCL? Should we not have heads rolling by now? Should we not have resignations dropping by now? Please link those two stories.
Heads ought to have rolled before now in that place. That place is a cankerworm that has eaten too deep to the fabrics of this nation. And it appears nobody is around to checkmate them. Nobody. There is no voice. There is nobody who has political will to deal with them in that NNPCL. Now, the statistics they gave us is at variance with the one we had when this subsidy removal just came in. Because before, they used to tell us that we were consuming about 60 something, either 63 or 64 million or billion, either million or billion liters per day. That was what the figure they gave us. Later, they said it's nosedived to 43. So when we saw the difference between 63 or 64 and 43, we began to see how much they have stolen Nigeria's money. Because when it was 64, now and then by the time we saw it to be 43 or so, look at the difference. Convert it to money. You see how much these people have eaten so deep into the pulse of this nation. Now, coming to tell us that it has gone to 23 million or whatever, it further tells you how much those people have eaten so deep into the nation's money. However, we are not interested in that. We are interested, and somebody who has to be interested in it is the president, to call these people, because the president knows them. People in government know those who have eaten so deep, who have wounded Nigeria's economy, but they are not arresting them. That is what is really annoying me, and I know it's annoying Nigerians. Arrest these people. You know them. They are gallivanting all over the place. Arrest them. Let them cough out the money or monies that they have stolen. But nobody is doing that. Now, instead of doing that, you say you are baking the economy, you are rebuilding the economy. You are rebuilding the economy in the face of the worms and the canker worms that are still available to steal when the economy is rebuilt. It's just like somebody who is planting maize and you have fowls, wild fowls watching you. It's just for you to finish planting the maize and you go away, go to your house, and the wild fowls will come and take them from the soil and get them eaten up. Where the 3rd day or 4th day you expect them to sprout out, you will discover that nothing is sprouting. It's not sprouting out. So President Tinubu is rebuilding the economy in the face of the termites and the cankerworms who ate it up the other time. Instead of applying insecticide to kill these termites and cankerworms, he's building, punishing us, because it's like he is preparing ground for them to come and eat again. So that the figure has dropped. We don't even want to hear about figure of importation dropping. We want internally refined products to be sold to Nigerians. We don't need to import any longer, because it's like somebody who has a tissue paper to pack a human waste, and he chose to pack the human waste with his bare fingers. That is just the way it has become.
Okay, let's still go back to Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary. Different statements in there. We talked about the speech of the president earlier, Let's touch on the former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was the candidate of the PDP in the last election. He's lamenting that the political situation in the country shows that Nigeria could be sliding into a one-party state. He says Nigeria is teetering on the brink of a one-party dictatorship, that the opposition is languishing in weakness while the ruling party appears to be manipulating internal processes to render the opposition ineffective. I mean, he is a key member. In fact, he is the leader of the opposition, some might say, because he was their candidate in the last election. So if the opposition is weak, does it not have a responsibility to unify his party? Because he called himself the unifier in the last election, and it's one of the reasons why the party was divided in the 2023 election, with governors breaking away, and the party is still divided now, but it's lamenting that the country is tilting to a one-party state. What do you make of Atiku's statement?
PDP is not a party, honestly. In fact, in Nigeria, we don't have a party. We only have political platforms where people vie for or contest elections. We don't have party because there's no discipline in any of the parties. Okay, let me not say in any. In PDP, APC, and Labour, those three parties that are in the front burner, there is no discipline at all. There is no semblance of what people can call party membership in the party members. And when you juxtapose what they call parties in Nigeria to what you have elsewhere, you see discipline, you see patriotism, love of nation above the love of pecuniary gains that they get through parties. So if there is now saying that Nigeria is sliding to one party state, it is a fault of PDP, fault of APC, and of course fault of APC and to the enjoyment of APC. However, I say it, I've said it before and I'm saying it again, that if Nigeria is going into one party state, it is because PDP people and Labour Party people and other party people have been crippled by APC. It is either through money, it's either they have bribed their own members to look away while others are manipulating figures. And I want to say that every person who manipulates figures during election is a downtrodden Nigerian. And some of them may be high up, probably in INEC, because of the position they hold. But when they get back home, their children are part of those of us that are downtrodden. Their mothers in villages, their siblings in villages are part of those of us that have been oppressed. And politicians are not the ones that are rigging elections. It is these downtrodden people that rig elections for politicians because of a paltry sum of money. 10,000, 20,000, and those ones, big ones, probably in INEC, 100 million, 10 million, money that has name, that will finish one day. And now you will now wickedly subject your fellow countrymen and women to punishment because you wanted somebody who is not capable of ruling the nation to be in the saddle. So you now see how we do ourselves. We, the downtrodden people, are the ones doing ourselves to the enjoyment of the wicked politicians who give them templates to rig elections.
All right, we have to go on a break. When we return, we'll open the phone lines. We're live on our Facebook page. You want to go on there and drop your reaction as well. Share the video, 32FM 949 Fenya. Do stay with us.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Láti dènà àrùn ìgbẹ́ gbuuru àti àrùn mìíràn, pàápàá nínú àwọn ọmọdé, fọ ọwọ́ rẹ pẹ̀lú ọṣẹ àtomi tó ń dà ṣooro. Ní pàtàkì jùlọ, tó o bá lo ilé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀ tán, lẹ́yìn tó bá ti ṣàǹdí fọ́mọ tán, kó o tó ṣoúnjẹ ọmọ rẹ tàbí kó o tó fún un lóúnjẹ. Àti pé tí ọmọ rẹ bá ní àìsàn ìgbẹ́ gbuuru, fún un ní oògùn oníwóró zinc lẹ́ẹ̀kan lójúmọ́ àti ORS ní wákàtí mẹ́rin tàbí kí ẹ máa fún díẹ̀díẹ̀ nínú ife. Èyí á jẹ́ kọ́mọ rẹ lè ní ìdápadà omi ara àtokun. Bákan náà, yọjú sílé iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera tó bá súnmọ́ ọ jùlọ láti gba ìtọ́jú fọ́mọ tó ní àìsàn ìgbẹ́ gbuuru. Ìkéde yìí wá láti àkànṣe iṣẹ́ INT'L, iléeṣẹ́ tó ń mójútó ètò ìlera ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
It's a new era. The UEFA Champions League is back. The best clubs in Europe clash in the most dramatic fixtures. Watch the UEFA Champions League live on SuperSport. Upgrade to Compact Plus and stay connected. DSTV, your home of football.
Nígbà kan rí nílùú Ẹ̀gbá, nígbà tó ń jọ pé gbogbo ìrètí ti pé Lísàbí dìde gìjà. Ọkùnrin jẹ́jẹ́ abìjàkúkú, ó gbéná wojú ọ̀tá láti fòpin sí ìwà ọ̀dájú àti ìwà amúnisìn ọlọ́yọ̀ọ́. Lísàbí, ìtàn tó ń peni sí ìrántí bí ọkùnrin kan ṣoṣo ṣe fi ìwà akíkanjú rẹ̀ yí ìgbé ayé àwọn èèyàn rẹ̀ padà sí rere.
Ìwọ náà wàá mọ bó ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú Lísàbí tá a ti ń ṣàfihàn rẹ̀ báyìí lórí Netflix pẹ̀lú ìlànà ìsanwó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ₦2,000 àti ₦2,000.
Dear landed property owner, what if we told you that you could reach out to a radio station to sell your choice of landed properties without paying for adverts? You must think it's impossible, right? And not just any radio station, a radio station with millions of listeners, so your property can be sold as quickly as possible. Stop doubting. Thomas, or what's your name again? 32 FM The Laughter Station, in partnership with Soft Sands Property, is bringing this offer to you. Yes, if you have a house or land in a choice location with appropriate titles and you want it advertised on 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan for quick sales and without paying a kobo, you can call or send a message to this number: 0903 457 5628. 0903 457 5628. Also, you can visit www.softsandproperty.com to express your interest. Terms and conditions apply.
Soft Sands, created to house the world.
Darling,
yes,
you talk say you go see doctor. How you take go?
E no too clear for my eye. Doctor talk say my blood pressure be like small pikin yo.
That one good o.
Yes because my BP dey always dey high. Him talk say if it be say something don change for my life.
Wetin come change na?
The only thing we don change na the Sterling One Bank app wey I download the other day. My mind don dey cool since I begin use One Bank.
How you take be?
See, I dey do plenty things for One Bank and e no dey give me wahala at all.
My husband, I know the kind wahala wey your bank bin dey give you.
But all that one don pass o. One Bank dey settle all my wahala sharp and I fit schedule all my payment and I go send am fiam.
Loans and investments dem nko?
One Bank.
To transfer money nko?
One Bank o. Even to even change dollar to naira dem no dey waste time at all. E dey easy. For One Bank, transaction dey go fast. You fit open account with your NIN or BVN, buy airtime and data, pay all your bills dem, and even correct transaction wey no go well. You no go waka enter bank o. All na for inside One Bank app. See, e get many other things.
One Bank na peace of mind o. Hey, I dey download am now.
One Bank. One Bank, na the new way to live.
32 FM 94.9.
And we're back. Open phone lines 0705 500949 or 829 7949. You're on to 32 FM 94.9, the Break It Dawn Papers Review. We have a call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, John? Thank you. Listening to the presidential speech yesterday, once again, his characteristic fully devoid of sound logic. The president failed to address the issue of hunger in the land. Rather, tried to rationalize his achievements, which to millions of Nigeria is mere tourism in Ebola. Any achievement without so much infrastructure amount to nothing. On the EU conference, is a diversionary measures and indeed a jamboree that amount to nothing. However, I want to give the president a kudos on security matters, particularly in the northern part of the country, that the crimes and criminalities have been reduced even better than the time Buhari was there. On the unity of the country, the release of Nnamdi Kanu will be better to further unify the country in the interest of justice and for public interest. It goes a long way to unite the country under Section 174, particularly Subsection 3, through the office of the Attorney General. I'm John Uzon. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
0705 500949 or 829 7949. We're live on our Facebook page, 32FM 949 Fengia. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, that platform. I'm greeting that family. OLORUNTOBA is 𝐂𝐈𝐒 𝐂𝐈𝐒. As a matter of fact, the government of the day, I think the government that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu continue to romance our suffering. Not there to what we want. Hunger has the same language. From here to north, from north to east, from east to west, the hunger is the same language, the same repercussion, the same reflection. The way you feel hunger is the way I feel hungry. And it has no differences at all. Maybe they know what we want, not until you call youth comfort before you know what you want. You are fooling us and you are kidding us, you are romancing our sovereign. It is wickedness and heartless. Before you can call youth comfort, before you know what you want, you are listening to radio, you are listening to, you are reading newspaper on a daily basis. Concerning the protest that happened yesterday, take it back, they held their own at work yesterday, but they highly low turnout entirely. Why? We are protesting against what we don't want, and these people, according to us, to the office, they are winning election on a daily basis. And whenever there's election, they are winning the election. As a matter of fact, there must be turnout level. I need to come back with me. That's a good morning.
All right, thank you.
All right, so take reactions on Facebook quickly.
To look where Ademi says, morning, brilliant crew. Where's the line in the statement accredited to 𝐶𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀𝐈𝐌 that APC has killed Nigeria because their questionable policy has put the country in a standstill where nothing seemed to be working again. We know how the country was before they came on board, and we know how the country is now, and yet they keep displaying arrogance and failure, which is the most unfortunate part of it all. But I will urge them to show more serious approach to governance before all die of hunger.
All right, please do call us back 0705 500949 0829 7949. We have a call. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is John OLORUNTOBA from Aguwo. I greet you, sir, and everyone.
Thank you.
This is John OLORUNTOBA. My point is this, on the issue of youth conference that President is preparing. Like other people have been saying at the head also said, it's just a diversion, but the heart of the people away, so that maybe it might be gather some youth and just settle them. And those people will now be going everywhere. The president has done very well. So to me, that is not the point. Like suggestion that the head make, like 2014 Jonathan confirm or whatever. I think he can go there and find one or two things to do. So that is it. To me, Mr. President, to me, he knows the truth, but he doesn't want to follow the truth. If anybody says that Mr. President does not know what he's doing, to me, it's a lie. Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you. Okay, Robertson says, congratulations to Nigeria at 64. The country will continue to experience peace. Let's continue to embrace continuous negotiation with the administration. Those arrested during the End Bad Governance protest were still in jail because the judiciary could not do the needful to free them. The government is using every means to silence Nigerians.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, brother. Good morning, you. Good morning, Edalukule. This is Benga Mario calling from Apata. Edalukule, how do you expect Mr. President to talk while he himself is benefiting from the proceeds of the NNPCL? If I happen to be Kiari today, and you are my boss, let me say you are the president, and I know what I'm giving to you as a reality because of what I'm getting in that particular office. So it will be hard to tell the truth, to come out to the public and tell the truth. So that is how the thing is. We that are down here, we cannot, even if we try to raise our head, we're not able to see what is going up there. I'm telling you, massive fraud is going up in NNPCL. I cannot tell the Mr. President to talk because, of course, he knew he's benefiting from it. And as on the issue of the former President Atiku, Atiku is not a strong force when it comes to opposition. If it were to be APC that happens to be an opposition, you will see what they have done to PDP. PDP is not good at opposition. And let me tell you this, do you know the reason why President Tinubu is abandoning UK? Because he knew that they should lose UK and UK should fall back to PDP. It should be a threat for them come 2027. So, and PDP are not wise enough.
Oh.
Hello.
I think we lost connection with him there.
Okay.
Okay, Robertson says, no heads will roll in NNPC because the petrol minister is not aware of happenings in the organization. This is October when will Port Harcourt refinery be functional. Petrol minister didn't see anything about it in broadcast. Let's continue to Falcon Valley.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is 𝐾𝐈𝐒 from Malaba Sheboru. In the word of PDP has something to go by. The Mr. President speech yesterday is nothing to write home about.
Because Mr. President did not address the issue of hunger. Why many international companies, multinational companies are leaving Nigeria, inflation. We are setting up a national comfort just to point through for the boys. It will not accept, it will not achieve the set target. So Mr. President knows what to do, put the infrastructure in place. Those riding Okada, the graduate, the PhD holder that are riding Okada, if the infrastructure is in place, we have electricity, nobody will go and ride Okada. So you do the right instead of setting national comfort. Secondly, on the issue of 𝐓𝐵, who said that he didn't steal any cabinet state money? He said it's swear by Quran. Just drop the investigation panel required on the place. If they find him guilty, well done. If they take this safety, well done. Have a nice working day.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We'll take this one. Political parties are just a platform to conduct elections. That is why members cross carpet to achieve their aims. Individuals in that political parties can never be credible opposition. It's time for us to go. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi Olukunle. Do you want to just wrap it up? Final thoughts on any of the issues?
I just believe that Nigeria will survive all this hula baloo that we find ourselves in by the grace of God.
All right, thank you so much, dear listener, for staying tuned to the Break It Down Papers Review. Returns tomorrow, the 3rd of October, 2024, 6:30 a.m. to 7:15. My name is DENIKE Adimowagon.
And I am OLORUNTOBA Yusuf. The Smart Kid Show is up next.